5, 6, 7, 8.
Oh, you want to dance?
All right, welcome to Casamia. I'm Anna,
I'm Michael.
and today we're starting our Dream to Reality series, our interviews.
Yes, we are.
And over the next couple of months, we are going to interview people from Australia and other countries, and on their journey and their dream and making it happen. Some of these people will have bought houses already. Some are in the process of buying houses. Some are in the process of doing long-term travel, and we're talking like 2 to 3 years. So we're going to actually talk to our first long-term travelers.
Yes.
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 And we'd like to introduce them here now. And it's Mark and Lee, and they are here from Australia. So welcome, Mark and Lee.
Hi there. How are you?
How are you?
Hello.
Good, thanks.
Good, good. All right.
Excited?
You're excited?
Yeah, I'll bet.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, this only just came about actually last night or this morning when we were talking. Michael thought, well, why don't we actually have Mark and Lee as part of the interview as well, because they're actually planning
Yeah.
the journey, and they're starting from scratch. So most people see interviews of people that have already done their journey, their traveling,
Already brought over there,
and brought homes, or they've done their travel in caravans, or just getting onto trains and planes and traveling through Europe. So this is how we came about with showing the progress from the start and showing how people do actually put the plan together to make this dream actually happen.
Yeah.
So
We can't wait.
Can't wait.
all right.
Big process.
So Mark's going to ask the question.
I've got some questions here. Okay. So what inspired your decision to retire and travel to Italy and other Schengen countries for 2 years?
Well, we've travelled to Italy a few times now. Every time we're there, our heart and soul is just alive.
And every time we leave,
We
part of
always-
our heart's still there.
Yeah, we always say we've left another part of our heart in Italy every time we say goodbye.
And as you guys know, the ERV visa changes pretty regular and is becoming a bit harder at the moment.
And the process has got longer and longer. So we're thinking we're going to run out of time. We're just going to get too old for that process. So that's hence why we're sort of gone with Plan B and doing the Schengen Shuffle. So 90 days in and 90 days out of the Schengen. So, yeah.
Well done. See, there's always a solution, isn't there? Some people think
always
and
Plan
they
B.
go, oh, well, that's it. I'm going to give up. But you went through that and thought of another plan. This is fantastic.
We
and
have.
we have the people out there, the same problem. They don't have any, they don't have any background in like parents or family, and they can't get Italian citizenship and things, and then they just give up. So this is a great example of other things that you can do to still achieve that dream. So
100%.
So we've put a list of questions here, so Michael will go through.
Yep. So how did you prepare for such a significant lifestyle change, both emotionally and practically?
Preparing, I think we're still preparing.
It's been about 3 years.
Still a bit of work.
3 years of planning, so far.
Emotionally, we know it's going to be a roller coaster with family and friends. But if we do it correctly, the way we anticipate, family and friends, there's no reason why they can't come and enjoy Italy as well. So
we've joined a lot of forums as well. We did a 3-hour seminar, web seminar online as to how to prepare to move to Italy. So we did that, and we learned a lot through that. And we're forever asking questions on all these forums in moving to Italy. So it's every day. It's just spending about an hour on the net, just Googling, asking questions, and just learning more and more.
And the guy that did that podcast, his name was Nathan Heinrich.
Yeah, I listen to his podcast every morning when I walk, and I just love it. And it's called Moving to Italy. I'm moving to Italy.
Yeah, so, great. Yeah. I'm moving to Italy. I am. That is so important.
We are.
Yeah, and the fact that you're doing the research. So, all right. No, that's fine. That's fine. That's great. It's good to do that.
Okay. What are you looking forward to the most about living in different countries over the next 2 years?
Oh, so much. Oh, so much. Look, in Italy, because we've been a few times, we've visited
the big attractions,
the big ticket attractions. So we've done that as tourists. So we don't want to be tourists anymore. We sort of want to.
We want to immerse ourselves in the culture.
Yeah.
Get into the little villages. See the heritage more.
Yeah.
And
what's not
experience
to love? Yeah.
relaxing more instead of rush and immerse yourself in the culture, the daily routine.
Piano piano.
Oh, 100%. Slowly.
Wonderful. That's good, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah. I think most people do that. They do the main attraction and they forget about the small town living and the real people in those small towns.
Right.
And,
exactly.
land,
that's what we are so looking forward to.
And all those little islands around Italy's got that a lot of people don't try and visit because they don't have the time.
Yeah.
That's right. That's what it's about too, isn't it? It's time too.
They
rush there. They're on a 6-week holiday, and then they come back, and that's why they only see the main attractions, and they miss the essence of Italy. So sometimes
totally agree. Hence is why we're sort of stretching this over a 2 to 3 year period. So
as long as we don't miss the family too much,
I'm sure they'll visit. Fingers crossed.
That's an excuse.
Exactly.
Okay.
How did you decide which destinations in Italy and the Schengen area you want to visit?
How do we decide the destinations? Well, we definitely know we want to go north to south, east to west.
We want to cover all of Italy.
We do. You guys introduced us to Puglia, and we have done so much research and watched all your YouTube videos on all the beautiful towns and everything. So that's a definite. So we've sort of done a lot of our planning and researching. We think we spend the first 6 months, of course, 3 months in, 3 months out, back in another 3 months, all down in the south of Italy. So we think we'll sort of start down there. And after that sort of first 6 months to 9 months, we're going to slowly move our way up. And
that will all be determined also by our timing that we decide to go or we're able to go.
Yeah.
Yes.
And the weather.
Seasons. Seasons?
Yes.
Yeah.
But you do have your Schengen countries already mapped out as to where you're going to go.
We pretty much do. We're trying over the period of time for a budget. We're trying to stay away from airports as much as possible. Of course, there's going to be a couple of times over that 2 and a bit years that we will have to fly somewhere. But we've sort of got a plan. If we're staying down south, we're going to jump on that ferry from Bari over to Albania. So we'll do the Balkan countries over there. Bosnia, Serbia, Albania, all that over that area sort of thing. So,
and the rail over there, as we've discussed with you guys, it's awesome.
Fast rail, fantastic.
Fast rail,
which we've used as well. So that's great, wonderful. That's good.
Because we've got to get 90 days in, 90 days out. We've got friends in Canada and America, so we'll probably do
pop over
there and do some visits. So there'll be airplane flights.
Yeah,
but most of it we're going to try and just train it.
Yeah, buses,
ferries.
Yeah.
No, that's good. So you've got the plan. So you've got your everything's mapped out.
We have our maps, and a lot of drawing and a lot of.
But we do have to try and stick to a budget. Everyone has a budget, whether it be yearly or monthly or weekly. Because you'll have some months where you want to do some extravagant things, and there's other months where
we have to pull back.
And weather-wise, you won't be doing so much. So
no, that's very true. That's things that people have to think about.
We have to balance it out. We're trying to do a yearly budget, break it down to a monthly budget, and of course, if we do, as Mark said, a few things 1 month, we have to bring it back to stay within, be strict with our budget, so we can last.
Can make it long term.
You can extend. That's right. You might have 3 years. You don't know. It just might. That's a job.
Make that money stretch.
That's it. That's exactly right.
What about challenges? What challenges do you anticipate facing during your travels, and how do you plan to overcome those?
Okay, so language would be our first. Would be our first maybe.
Language will be a barrier, but God bless Lee. She's out there doing Italian lessons, has done for probably nearly 2 years now.
Ideally.
Yeah, I think it's about 18 months. I do my weekly classes. I absolutely love learning the language, but my goodness, it's so hard.
So difficult.
I think I've got it. And then they'll talk about the past or the future, and I go, I haven't got it.
I feel your pain.
Oh, but I do love it. So
language, as we said previously, we want to hit the smaller villages, and we know that a lot of the elderly residents in those villages don't speak English, so we want to give them the respect and try and learn a bit of Italian.
And they'll appreciate you trying, and you can always use your hands because they understand the hands.
That's right.
100%. Animation.
Yes, and translator apps. Michael uses that. The translator.
Duolingo, and
there's so many translators. So you will, and they see that you're trying. So they love that. Yeah, they love that.
And that's been respectful as well. We feel so.
Definitely.
The healthcare system, we're sort of delving into that. We think that's going to be a challenge. So we got onto a couple on YouTube, Warren and Julie, I think it is. And he actually, they are long-term travelers, slow travelers, and he actually works for 5 different global insurance companies. So we've got their, we've got all their names, and I have written them down if anybody's in, if you need them. So and he's offered to get us quotes from all of them for us. So we're 100% going to do that to get our quotes to get ourselves covered for our global healthcare.
Because one of them's called Global Health Insurance, and it covers you for your travels globally, which doesn't have
that might be good for any of our viewers that are doing this or thinking, and they don't know what to do when it comes to the healthcare with long travel and that. So if you're interested, let us know, and we'll get Lee to pop that information to us, and we can forward it on.
That's fine. I've got that.
That's great help, Lee. That's
And down the track, if we get some quotes, we can sort of give you an indication if you want to get back on and have a chat later.
That's great.
Also, we so want to be respectful. Like, we don't want to do the whole cultural misunderstanding, do we? We want to stay respectful to them. Do you know what I mean? So that's sort of a challenge to us. You know, we don't want to do the wrong thing. You know, so we're hoping that we will learn along the way that we fit in.
No, that's great, because some people's expectations, they still bring their where they've come from to the country thinking it's going to be like home. And it turns out it's a disappointment. So that's good if your expectations already are, no, let's learn their culture, let's do have that respect for them and do
it their way.
Yes,
as you said, piano. The bureaucracy, it's a lot slower, things take longer, it's a little bit harder over there, so we understand that. Mainly me,
my darling wife needs to be the one to learn to slow down. Everything's 100 miles an hour, very organised.
But I need to slow down. Italy will teach me that.
Hence the lifestyle. The lifestyle and culture there, we find the fresh food, the vegetables, nothing's processed, and that's the longevity of the life you see in Italy of the older people. And that's things we want to learn.
It's a big thing that
it's big, and I think that's what we crave, and that's what we miss when we leave Italy and come back here. And we had this discussion earlier with Lee and Mark about, like, the tomatoes here do not taste like tomatoes.
Don't taste them in Australia. Cannot wait to have a tomato back over there.
You want to know so.
And all the food over there is seasonal. So our food, we can just get anything any time of year, and so we're sort of eating.
And that's why it hasn't got the flavour, because it's not seasonal.
That's right.
Exactly.
I feel like here in Australia we're always racing. We're always on the clock. Do you know what I mean? So I do think when we're over there, it's just that beautiful, the zest for life, the living in that moment.
Yes.
Which I don't seem to do here. I'm always rushing, and what do I have to do next? I've got to plan this. Where over there, I just am.
Oh yeah.
I just am.
You're you.
I love it.
It's true. You learn to be still. You learn to listen. You do. You're just at peace. Very true. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
And every day is a school day, so we'll learn a lot.
Yes. Yeah. This question you partly answered already in the healthcare part of it. How do you plan to manage your finances and healthcare? It says while traveling continuously for 2 years. So
Yep.
finances.
Well, that Warren and Julie, we have listened to a lot of their seminars, and I think it's an annual fee for the healthcare thing that we would take out the package, and they'll give you all the quotes. So we're sort of learning about that at the moment, and financial, as we said, we all have our passive income coming in with our investment. As you know, we're going to sell our family big home, invest that, but definitely strict budget, start with that yearly budget, break it down monthly, and just stay strict.
And work from there. Yeah,
and work from there.
It's good because you've got the plan there already. Yes.
Yeah. We've got the blueprint. Blueprint, and
just got to.
That's all you need. That's all you need.
Yeah.
That's great.
What are some specific experiences or activities you hope to achieve during your travels? Do you have anything in mind?
Lots.
a couple we had talked to you about. definitely Andre Rieu live in his country.
Andrea Bocelli.
Yes.
Sorry,
Andrea Bocelli.
We've got
to do that concert in his country town, like in his town.
My heart melts. I get that feeling.
Yeah. So that is a definite.
Is it pronounced Lachitico?
Leatico. Oh gosh.
Leatico.
My dream town.
Yeah.
My dream town.
Yeah.
That's where we want to buy.
We were very blessed that we did see Andre Bocelli in concert in Seattle last year.
Yes.
And we absolutely loved every minute of it. But to see him in his own town would be.
I didn't know I could cry again, but I did.
It's true. It's true.
The older you get more emotional, but
he does bring out the emotion.
And wait till you get to the rolling hills and see him there in Teatro Salenzo. Oh my gosh. You'll cry all over again. You'll cry.
100%.
And not far from there in Tuscany,
the long
as
lunch,
we discussed
table lunch.
previously with you, the long lunches in the long
Yes. We have to go definitely in the winery. Yep, and have that experience.
In the wineries,
100%.
Oh my gosh.
Hiking the Dolomites is up there in my top 3. Like we've never done the Dolomites, so we're really that's a must. That is 100% must for us. Oh look, there's so much.
Even going to cooking classes would be something we would like to do.
Yeah.
Oh,
cooking classes would.
Yeah.
Yes.
Learn how to roll a biscotti.
I've got lots to learn, so.
Oh, we do every day. Every day we're learning something, aren't we?
Always.
Every day there's something to learn.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
and there's one thing that we've had on our list for a long time. I don't know if too many people know about it. The Crumpus Festival. I don't know if we've actually got the courage to go to it, but when you watch it on YouTube.
Have you guys heard about it?
I haven't heard about it, no.
It's up in the northern parts, the northern parts of Italy, and it's at Christmas time. Starts with a K, and it's called the Crumpus Festivals. And they dress up. It's back from the medieval days, and they put the big goat
horns on and all, and they come down from the mountains.
The lights go off in the town, and you can hear them coming with the bells, but they come with a stick. And they're hitting out at you, but not very hard. But in the end, lights come back on. It ends up being
a big festival. Yeah.
Wow. No, I haven't heard of that one.
You'll have to Google it. That is awesome.
And that has been on our list for a while.
Yeah, there's a lot of Christmas festivals, but that one I haven't
just don't know if we have the courage.
It's just prior to Christmas, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think.
Or is it just after Christmas? It's around the Christmas period.
All right.
It does start off a little bit scary.
Yeah.
See, I told you there's something to learn every day.
Yeah.
100%.
Oh, great. Yep. That's great.
So, there's lots of things. There's lots of things on that list.
Oh, good. That's good. Oh, all right. We'll have to add that to our list.
Yeah. How do you foresee this journey influencing or changing your perspectives on life and retirement?
Oh, as we've said, slow life.
Slow pace.
Slow life. The connection back, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, like we rush a meal here and it's over and done with. You know, we're on to the next thing. Over there, you sit, you enjoy, and you connect
You
over
enjoy
food.
your food,
7
not
hours for
rushing
lunch,
your
yeah.
food to get onto the next thing.
Yeah, yeah.
So don't rush
Yeah.
it.
You can't,
Yeah.
is that correct? You can't buy lunch over there because they're all asleep?
Got to get it before 1-ish.
Got to get in early.
That's right.
Got to get in
Yeah.
They have the
There are
afternoon
places though,
siestas.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
smaller
Yeah.
towns. Smaller towns,
Yeah.
you can, you can get lunches in other places, yes.
The whole
And that's one thing we've got to get used to, having the afternoon siesta.
Yeah, that's going to be hard.
slow down.
That's
Yeah.
Stop
hard.
rushing. Walk more, drive less.
Walk more, drive
Eat that
less.
Mediterranean diet, longevity, yeah, and just connection. I think that Italy's got that down pat.
Oh, like I just visioned everything you just said. I've just visioned like I was there.
Yeah,
It's amazing, isn't it? Yeah, you can just your heart just becomes, it just swells.
It really does, Anna. We so
Yeah.
understand it. And as we always say, our heart and our soul feel really alive. Like we really do slow down, and we do really enjoy that.
We feel like we're different people for some reason. The mind and the soul is more relaxed. It's not stressed, and
just being grateful, being blessed that we're able to do this. You know, that we're able to visit this beautiful country and enjoy it.
Yeah.
What a lovely point that is, though.
Yeah.
How you can feel that. That's just amazing. Yeah.
Do you have any advice for others who might be considering a similar sort of retirement plan as you guys?
Yeah, go for it.
Go for it. Research, because
take your time. As we said, this is probably our 3rd year into our planning. We always said it'd be around a 5-year planning. We didn't want to rush anything. We wanted to learn. We wanted to dot our I's, cross our T's. Yeah, sure, we're going to.
And we hit the hiccup about the ERV visa.
So we turned the corner and we're like, okay, well, we're not going to go that way.
That's not going to stop us from going. There's other avenues. So we're going to.
We've always sort of just stayed in our lane. We've always sort of said to each other, let's just stay in our lane, forge forward. We're going to do this, plan.
It's always been a dream. And
don't let anybody discourage you.
It's going to be one of those dreams that turns into reality.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Just plan. You just plan. Step by step, you plan it. And where there's a detour, you find another way.
Be flexible. We've got as we said, we've got the blueprint, you know, but yeah, we have to, I have to learn to be a little bit more flexible, but we're getting there.
But you've got the right attitude too. And I think that's really important. I don't think most people realize you need the right attitude when you get there. Sometimes you've come back from a holiday and you think it's going to be like that when you go back to live there for a longer period or long travel. But if you've got the right attitude, which you do have, and you're planning it, it's not like you just woke up and said, I'm just going to do this. You've planned it. You've got your budget sorted out. Thought of your health, thought of the Schengen because you've got to be in and out. You've done everything. You've thought of everything. So
that is another one of the challenges. That we do very a little worried about.
We've got to download that Schengen calculator or whatever
because we have to be on point with that.
Yes,
we really have to be on point.
You're one day out, we're in trouble.
Yeah, we're in trouble.
So have that app ready. Yes, have that.
Have that app. To have that calculator. Put your dates in. It does it for you, and we stick to the rule. You know, like on some of the YouTubers, you know, they say, "Oh, look, you know, don't worry about it. Go this way," and we're like, "No, let's just stick to the rule, and then there'll be no, you know."
Hopefully that. And hopefully that calculator will help us also with our bookings for further ahead when we leave Italy and go to a non-Schengen country. And
we do realise we've got to sort of live 6 months ahead of ourselves. We've been forever booking our 6 months ahead of ourselves. So
yeah, wonderful. So you've got it all planned. Yeah. Amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing.
You're going to document it anyhow, like keep a journal or video?
I mean, we haven't really discussed or thought of that.
No, we haven't got there yet.
Now you've mentioned it. It might be something, you know, you take your photos on Instagram and, you know, dates come up where you are and all that. But to diarise it or put it in a journal or something like that might be a good idea.
Nice
Thank you.
Yeah, because that's true, Anna. And we hadn't sort of thought about. We haven't got to that part of thinking about that yet. No. So that is something to think about.
Diary, blog, or you know, if you're a writer, you know, have a journal and you can blog it down and have your photos.
Yeah, it could be a good thing for the
It'd
family
be-
to
that's a really
look
good
back
idea.
on.
Thank
it'd be
you
a
for
beautiful
that.
legacy.
Yeah.
It'd be a great legacy.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, thank
especially
you.
for the
Yes.
children and the grandchildren that you have. So they'll
True.
appreciate that.
Yeah. You're going to keep,
Yeah.
how are you going to keep in contact with family in that way? Like just
Well,
video.
definitely
Oh.
the whole FaceTime thing, you know,
FaceTime,
all
yeah.
the time we'll be chatting with the kids, FaceTiming the grandkids, you know, we don't want to miss out on those big milestones, you
Yeah.
know, like
Oh,
we've
no,
got to be
definitely not.
there. So we'll do all that kind of thing, you know. We've, of course, you know, we've chatted with all the kids and we hope that they will all come over and spend time with us, you know. So, yeah, that's going to be our hardest thing, missing family and friends. But as, you know,
Three children, their partners, and 4 grandchildren. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Yes. Thank goodness.
but the grandkids know how to use. The grandkids know technology better than we do. So
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
So
And you can do
I'm sure
things
we'll be
like
able to
this,
FaceTime them all.
virtually with them talking. Yeah,
That's
exactly.
right.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's right. They can set you up and send you the link.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes, that's
celebrate their birthdays and Christmases.
Yeah, we don't want to
everything.
miss those milestone parts. So, yeah.
Yeah. How do you imagine your daily life will change once you begin your travels?
Oh, I think a lot will.
Um,
I think a lot will change because we've got to learn to slow down. Like we're not going to be. There won't be the appointment that I don't know.
Yeah.
I think a lot will change, Michael. I do think slowing down has got to be and living in that moment with the connections.
One of the big changes we've got to get used to is wardrobe.
Traveling lightly.
Traveling
Travel light.
because
that's going to be a big change.
there's going to be a big challenge and a change.
Yeah, a lot of culling to do.
When you got your own home and you've got a walk-in robe and you've got plenty of clothes, you just go and pick what you want. You can't take it all with you, and excess baggage costs a lot of money. So we're going to really,
and you don't want it.
You
don't
want
that.
And you
travel
don't
with
need
7
it.
kilograms.
Yes.
Carry on.
Honestly, you don't need it. We travel in a caravan, and you don't need everything you think you need. So,
It's painful. Carry, like having to carry that luggage up and down stairs if you're doing rail on the cobblestones upstairs, places. That
getting on and off those trains is so hard.
Yes. So you don't want to carry that luggage around.
A couple more questions. What inspired your choice of destinations in Italy and other Schengen countries?
Oh, just because every time we're there, as we said, we just love. We never want to come home. It's just like tomorrow's home time, and we just get really, really depressed.
It doesn't matter where you go over there, as long as you're over there, eh?
Yes,
we'd love totally.
No, we want to try and experience as much as possible. You guys have told us a lot. We watch Nikki Positano, of course. We
leave everything and wander.
Leave everything and wander. All those YouTubers and everything they show you is what we want to see and do. Buying a property over there, we won't be able to do like they do and you guys are doing. But everything else, years experience, we want to try and immerse ourselves in that and do it exactly.
Yeah.
So
no, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. What inspired your choice of destinations? Is that the one I just asked?
You did.
That's the one.
Yeah.
I just wanted to ask when do you propose that you're actually going to start this journey? You had a time frame where you think it's actually going to happen?
We do.
At present, we think sometime 26. Fingers crossed.
Yes.
In saying that, unfortunately, we say fingers crossed, but we have a couple of little fur babies, and they're getting very old, and we're not going to go anywhere until
we want to be with them.
No one else has to be responsible for them.
Yeah,
that's nice. Yeah. They're family.
Yeah,
they are. They are our little family. They are our little family.
14 and 13 at the moment. Little poodle and cavoodle. So
and they're a bit struggly. We call them our little pensioners. So we think by 2026, we will be on our way.
Yes.
So our next chapter.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I think we've come to the end.
Yeah, there was a couple others, but
There is. Yeah, I think Michael threw in some bonus ones.
there was a couple of bonus ones. Yeah.
That's all right.
Any cultural experiences or activities you're looking forward to? Did we sort of cover that
Yes,
earlier?
we did.
Didn't
We did cover it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Here you go. What has been your most difficult part of preparing for this major lifestyle change? The most difficult part.
The ERV journey.
The ERV journey was probably the most difficult.
Yeah, we hit a lot of roadblocks with that. I think we just in the beginning we presumed too much. We didn't actually learn.
We go to the consulate, get your approval, and away you go. But the passive income you need, the
tax,
the healthcare up front, which we've got to have anyway.
Yes.
That's not really an issue there. But the taxes, like you come over there and you're spending money in their economy, and depends where you are. If you go and live in Rome, I think it was 28% they tax you on your own money. In the smaller
town, yes, it's less.
Town or municipalities, they are about 7% tax.
Yeah, yes, they must.
If the population's under 20,000, so
correct.
I mean, not that that was a deterrent, but it was just
getting harder and harder, and the time was
and the amount of money you needed, because apparently we needed 42 or 43,000 euro each.
Yes,
per year
already self-funded, which is okay.
And then your passive income on top of that.
Your passive income and all that. So we just and
there was a lot of hiccups.
And if we want to do it in 26, we've heard time frame from applying seems to be going longer and longer instead of 3 to 4 months. Some people can wait 12, 18 months now to get approvals.
To have your interview, and we're like, we're getting older every day. Yeah. So it's like, no, we haven't got that time. We wanted to push on with it. So we were like, okay, let's stop the sort of journey. And that's
some of the other YouTubers we follow, they travel 9 months of the year to all different countries and
Schengen Shuffle, and they do really well.
They do it easy.
There's quite a lot of people doing it. Yes, post-COVID, there's just thousands, hundreds of people doing this. Yes.
With a lot to learn, I think, about it. I think it's not going to be that easy, but
you have issues at home, so you're going to have issues when you're traveling.
But
you just deal with them when they come up. You just do your best to do it with them the best way possible.
That's right. You hit a good.
We're happy to go with it, and hopefully it all goes well.
But it's true though. Whatever challenges you have here at home, you're going to have anywhere else in the world. So that's
exactly.
Very good point.
For sure.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to wrap it up here.
We'll wrap it up.
We'd like to thank Mark and Lee. Thank you so much.
Thanks. And thank you
we
guys.
might follow you up and see where you're at in 12 months, see if the house is up for sale and how that's going, and follow you up from there.
Yeah.
No worries. Anytime.
Yep. Awesome.
Thank you so much.
If anybody watching,
thank you guys. Thank you for everything.
Questions about what they've told us, just let us know.
Yes, let us know, and we can
find out for you.
Forward on messages, and anyone that was interested in that health part, the healthcare, also just
healthcare insurance.
And
we've got 5
information.
5 companies here.
Oh, thank you so much.
All right.
Okay, guys, lovely to chat.
You too.
Bye.
Thank you.
Alla prossima.
Buonanotte.
Sì, buonanotte.
Ciao, ciao.